So once again, good morning, everyone. So in the last session, we have completed up to defining few customers, and also we completed like we are in the discussing of line type, I guess, right? So let's go on open. So go to the order management. So go to the order management, setup, transaction types, define. Okay, just F11 and control F11. So yesterday I think in the last session we have defined one line type, but not completed fully. Okay, just come here. I think this we discussed, right? The freight terms. Okay, freight terms. Who will be responsible to pay the freight terms? Either you are either like you are shipping the material, right? Either you or the customer. Collect. Okay. So I just select this. Okay, collect. Okay, fine. Now let's come to this finance tab. So this finance tab, under the finance tab, what are the details here, right? So these are all will help to generate the invoices. Okay, generate the accounting immediately now. Okay, invoicing rule, just select the existing one. So accounting rule, I want like immediately hit the accounting. Okay, and here there is nothing. Okay, you just select anything you want. Okay, you can select anything you want. We are not going to validate any invoices and all, right? Nothing. And again, it's not a mandatory. Okay, just come to the receivable here. So receivable transaction types, how we are defining in OEM side, in the same way in receivable transaction type also they will define. Okay, so for now I'll go with existing predefined one. Invoice and cost of goods sold account. Okay, cost of goods sold account. So this is the account will hit whenever shipping transactions are happening. Okay, finance department, cost of goods sold account. Select this. Fine. Save this. So we have defined a line type. Now, so what we have to do? We have to define a header type. So how do you know this is a line type? Because the transaction type code line. Okay, fine. Just keep the cursor over here and just click new. Okay, select the value. So maintain the custom naming ABC, STD, order type or header type, anything you can mention. Okay, ABC, STD. Let me mention header type only. Header type. Take the same name in the description. Sales document, sales order, and this is order. Okay, this we discussed already. Okay, category, what it means and everything. Go and select here order. So when I select the order, so if you see this is all enabled, right? Now here select order flow generic. This is the custom. This is the standard one. Standard order flow generic. Okay, standard order flow generic. Order flow generic. So this is the process name. Okay, fine. Keep the cursor area. The today date it will default. Okay. Now come to the main tab. Main tab. So if you see now here, default order line type is enabled. Okay. Default order line type is enabled. So in the last session, as I told you, right, one order type can have multiple line types. So when you have multiple line types, for example, this is the header type. This header type have five line types. Apart from five line types, which line type you want to default automatically when you're creating the sales order, that you have to set up here. Since I have only one line type, right? Just go to the list of value, you will see only one line type. If you have multiple, you just give one line type here. So this the line type will always default whenever you select this header type in the sales order header level. Okay. Whenever you select this sales order header level, this order type, then automatically in the line level, sales order lines level, this line type will default. Okay. Fine. So the price list and all will, we have to define the price list, right? Once we define the price list, we'll come back here and we'll assign. Okay. We'll come back here, we'll assign. Fine. So rest of things we already covered in the line type discussion. Okay. Select here warehouse. So warehouse. And as I told you, right, the shipping method will also define one shipping method. For now, some, I'm just assigning some DH, I will assign DHL. Okay. I'll assign the DHL. Shipment priority, it's like standard priority only. FOB, it's collect. Items is collect. And FOB will decide, okay, who is the, uh, let me see, destination. Yeah, destination. So destination means it's like up to the destination. So we have to take care material, transportation, everything, the charges. If anything is happened between the destination reach, like the truck is going to from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Okay. So until the truck is reached to Hyderabad, so we are the responsible. Okay, that's like destination. And if we have also some port areas, like if you're doing a transaction between two countries over the sea, okay, so over the sea you're doing a transactions, okay, material transactions. So in that case you can mention the port area is a, up to the port area you are the responsible. After that, the customer will be the responsible to receive the items, means transportation charges and everything. Okay, fine. I'll just select a destination. Okay, fine. So these are all not required. The demand classes and all, it's not required. Okay. So this will just default. If you select here, it will default in the sales order line level. So I didn't see much validation for the demand classes and all. Okay, fine. So line set. So we have actually sets available. Okay, sets available. Based on this ship and arrival set, the calculation of the schedule ship dates, okay, schedule arrival date will change. Okay, so we have a separate topic for especially for this, how the schedule ship date, arrival dates will be calculated in the sales order. So in that case, we'll discuss. Okay, so if we discuss now itself, then you will get confused. Okay, because once we have the understanding of sales order creations, at least the process, then you will have better understanding when we come and discuss this. Even this auto schedule, fulfillment set and all. Okay, fine. So come to the invoice finance tab. Just select the existing values, existing. And again, this is not required. Okay, this is not required because we are a SCM functional. If it is a financial, then so we have to give correct values. And again, if finance also implementing, then you have to get these values when you are defining any new order type, right? Then you have to get these all the values from finance people. The finance people will connect to the business and they will give exact order types and everything. Okay. Basically, the defining this accounting rule, uh, accounting rule, accounting impact, this rule and all, right? They will be only giving. Okay, finance people will define, and when they define, they will be also having some accounts. Okay, so those accounts they will be collecting from the business and they will define, and once they defined it, they will provide to us. Okay, they'll provide to us. Cost of goods sold account. So whenever you do shipping activity, right, the firstly a deferred costs will come. Okay, so the deferred costs will come. So deferred costs in the sense it just, sir, just for a while it will hold the cost. Okay, it will not include. Okay, it will not include. So what will happen when invoice is generated and when it is recognized, means revenue recognized, then only we will be releasing the cost. Okay, until the time the cost and everything will be in deferred status, it will be in deferred. Deferred is something like holding for a while. Okay, so not to happening the activity, just holding the values in deferred. Okay, fine. So this is the main, and the another thing is just save this form, save this form. Okay, and here we have just given a default line type. Okay, that's it, that is fine. But again, we have we have to choose this line type. For this line type, what is the process flow it will applicable? If you see here, for this header type, this is the flow. Either is a fulfillment flow, process flow, anything is fine. Okay, this is the flow. Oracle provided seeded order flow generic. In the same way, for each line type, we have to assign process flows. How do you assign? Just click on this assign line flows. Okay, just click on this assign line flow button. Now you go and select your line type. Just only one line type is there, right? That is select. Now come here, process name. What is the process name? Line flow generic. So likewise, there are many actually here. Okay, ship only, you will be having ship only. See, line flow generic, line flow generic, ship only. See, ship only. There are bill only, line flow generic, bill only. We discussed, right? Likewise, there are other. So the main important thing around there are 7 or 8 order types only. We will be concentrating those only. Okay. So line flow generic, this is the one. Okay. This is the one you have to select. So line flow generic. So when it is line flow generic and order flow generic, these two are a standard orders. Okay. These two orders, like these two flows are related to a standard sales order. If you select here line flow generic ship only, then it's a ship only order. If it is bill only, it's a bill only order. Likewise. Okay, fine. So cancel and select the date, today date. Okay, today date, and then click on OK. Click on OK. Save it again. Save it again. So once you've done this setup, okay, once you've done everything, like everything you have assigned, everything done, right? Then you just go on to click validate. Okay, click validate workflow. It will trigger one OM order line, word OM order workflow. Okay, so what it do is it will whatever the setup we done here, right? It will just go on refresh and it will go on automatically appear this. Like for example, I have defined line type. It when I go here, it is again why it is coming automatically, because based on the setup, right? In likewise, in some places, in some places, if order type is not coming in the list of value, okay, then you have to make sure if any changes happen, after the changes, they have to validate overflow. If they forget to validate the overflow, then the order type may not display. Okay, if they done any changes, then again you have to do validate overflow. It's again not always, in a very rare cases. Okay, in a rare cases. Fine. So this is assign line flows we have seen, and this is validate workflow we have seen. And what is this? Approvals. So approval is something like when you creating a sales order. Okay, whenever you're creating a sales order and you need a sales director approval, the order has to go to the director, and the director has to review the order and the terms and everything, how much quantity we are selling, what is the price we are selling. Okay, all this he want to see. Once he approved, then only it should become confirmation document, means booking activity. In those scenarios, you will use these approvals. Okay, so you have to define some list name, OM approval list name, that you have to assign here. And again, after this, see, this is just generic. You have to go with approval flow. Then only the system will trigger a notification to approver. Once approver is approved the notification, then only the order will become a booked. Booked in line level, it will come awaiting shipping. Okay, so this is defining header type and line type. Defining header type and line type. So we have completed. Any questions? So defining header type and line type, and also this is assign line type to the header type. Okay, fine. So next is document sequence. Document sequence. So we know what is document numbering, what is sequence and all in purchasing side, right? Basically, we set up in purchasing options under the document numbering section. We set up the for each document for requisition, RFQ, quotation, purchase order. We set up a number. In a similar way, in a similar way, in order management side, so we have to set up document sequence. Again, based on what? It's again based on not order type. Like it's not based on again standard orders. It's like based on type of the order. Okay, based on the type of the order, you can have a number of, for each order type you can have unique sequence, a unique sequence. Okay, so when I say again unique sequence, each order type you can have same sequence or multiple sequence also. Okay, multiple sequence also. But in purchasing side, it's purchasing side, even though it is a standard purchase order, even though it is a blanket, even though it is contract, okay, even though it is planned, you are maintaining only one document sequence. That's it, right? I think four, starting with four C's we define, right, for purchase orders. All the purchase orders will have four C's. But in order management, based on the order type, you can have a number, you can have sequence numbers, separate sequence numbers. Okay, fine. Let's go to the application. Here itself. Okay, setup, setup, order management, setup, documents, document. First, we have to define sequence, right? So define document, define. Okay. So here I will set up here ABC, SI, SO doc. Okay, SO doc sequence. Let me maintain SCQ sequence. So here you have to select order entry. Think you can, you just go with order management. Okay, it's fine. order management, and how do you want to generate? Do you want automatic? Do you want manual? Gapless? Okay. If you go with the manual, right? If you go with manual, you have to always enter the sales order number. If you go with gapless, the number you are, I think you have to enter the number and again, it should be in gapless. Okay. It should be in gapless. So gapless is something like just like 1, 2, 3, and you are specifying 4, maybe some space. It should not be like that. It should be even underscore. Okay. Fine. Just go with automatic. So every company, 99% of the company will use automatic only. Okay. Because the numbers has to generate automatically based on some sequence. Fine. So what is the sequence I will maintain? I'll maintain the sequence from 7 0. Okay. 7 sequence from 7 series. So sequence from 7 series, I'll maintain 70001. This is my sequence. Okay, my starting number is this. This is my starting number. So you have defined now document sequence. Now how you will get to know this document sequence has to be okay assigned to which order type. That will decide here assignment. Okay, assignment. So here what we do, we will select the application name, order management. So we will here in the category level, we will be assigning the header type. Okay. Again, for only header types, we will assign the document sequences. Line type will not have, it's not applicable even. Just go. So ABC, see here, right? So if you see, this is only one I created. Why it is automatically created? If someone might be enabled code to order module, okay, that's the reason it is enabled in the last, right? If you see code to order, okay. So whenever you create any order type, automatically system will create a code if you are like if you enable code module. Okay, code to order functionality is there. I was explained right earlier. When just select order type, first order type, and ledger. What is the ledger? In ABC India ledger. Okay, ABC India ledger. Here select automatic. Now come to the assignment. Come to the assignment. Select the date from today onwards. From today onwards. And what is the sequence? We just define the sequence, right? That sequence you have to assign here. Okay. I think this is the one ABC South India sales order document sequence. Okay. Fine. So this is document sequence, document assignment. Okay. Document sequence we have completed and document assignment also completed. Okay. So any questions on this document sequence and the document assignment? So you will get to know once I generate any document, which is sales order, right? Then you will get to know what is the purpose of this document sequence. Okay, fine. Next is price list. Create one price list. Let's go and create one price list. So before creating a price list, we should have some item. So far, what items we define? We define a components, right? Now in order management, what we do? We sell the product to our customers, right? So we have to define finished good items. So far we have defined components, right? Now we have to define finished good. Fine. Define one item and then we'll come back. And I'll also explain what all attributes is required in order management side. Okay. Go to the items, master items. Select the organization. Now the item name would be, so ABC finished good FG. Okay, ABC. I'll go even FG. FG001. Maybe it's a laptop. Laptops only, right? We are meant laptops only, right? Where the manufacturing. Hmm? So earlier components how we defined ABC component C something 001 something we define, right? Now it is finished good you are defined. Like order management side, what we deal with the customers sending the finished goods. Okay. In purchasing, we deal with our suppliers for getting the components, right? We get the components from our supplier, we'll do manufacture, and through by using order management model, we maintain sales orders, customer demands. Okay, fine. So go to tools and just save it. I think just save it once. I think save it. Just keep the cursor here. Save it. Just keep the cursor here. Okay, just keep the cursor here. Go tools, tools, copy from Zenable. Now you select here finished good. Okay, finished good. Apply. Done. Fine. So now let me tell you what order was required for order management. You will be having separate tab for order management. Okay, you will see separate tab for order management. Fine. So when I select the finished good template, then automatically these will be enabled. Means for a finished good, this should be enabled. See customer order enable. So these two checkboxes are very important for creating a sales order. If these two are not enabled, you cannot even see the items. Okay. Shippable, shippable and OE transactable. This two is required to do picking activity, shipping activity. If you not enable this, then the item is not a shippable item. It's a like expense item. It's a like service you are selling. Okay. Fine. Internal order enables. So these two checkboxes very important for IRISO. Okay. So when you are dealing material, like when you are dealing material transaction between your inventory organizations, and if you want to follow a certain documentation sequence and all, right, then you have to follow this internal order enable. Okay, fine. I think these all we discussed in item topic when we in inventory. Save it, save it. Now go to the tools, assign to org. I'll assign to Bangalore. Save this. Fine. Now go back to the order management and define price list. Define the price list. Go back to order management. Go to the pricing, price list, price list. Okay. In order management, you will be having this function. If this is not having, then you will be having pricing responsibility. Okay. So mostly order management itself, you will be having price list. If they're following any advanced pricing and all right, then they will be having separate responsibility for it. Okay. Select some name here. So ABC South India price list. Again here, it's not like South India price list. Okay. Again depend on the items. FG price list, something FG laptop price list. That also they can maintain if they also selling any components, right? So ABC components price list, something different namings they can maintain. Okay. Let's say price list. Currency INR. Okay. Select this multi conversions generated the predefined one. Okay. Now come down here. So product content item, and what is the attribute? Product attribute. So based on the item number, I will go. So there are category. Okay. There are category all the items. For all the items, you want to have only one price. Like you are only manufacturing the items, maybe you are two or three items, and those items price is same only. In that case, you just go for all items. Okay. And you are you are selling the product based on category. Okay. Each category will have same price only. Then in that case, you go for item category. Okay. And item number. So many like 99.99 companies will use this item number only. Okay. Because each item will have separate price. Okay. And iStore selection, iStore section. So we'll be having some iStore application, which is we will be giving to some retail customers. Okay. But this is not aware like what if we select this one, if we select this one, the price which we give, then in iStore selection, any retail customers will select. No, I'm not unclear on this. Let's go with this one. Okay. As I said, right, 99.99 companies will use item number. Very rare companies use item category. Very rare companies use all items. Okay. Use this item number. Based on item number, you are going. Now you just go to the list of value and choose the item. Choose our item. If you notice here, these are all not our items. Okay. These are all are not our items, right? Our item is ABC. Even our item also not showing here. Okay. Even our item also not showing here. We set up, we set up, what we set up? We set up OM item validation organization, right? So that is helpful for displaying the item in a sales order. And this is since it is a pricing model. Okay. So we also have one more profile option, that is QP item validation. Okay. QP item validation. Let me write here itself. Price list and QP item validation org. Okay. So this profile option we have to set up. Okay, let's go. Just clear this. I'll just save the header. Okay. I'll just save the header and close it. Go to the system administrator. What I'll do setup based on the responsibility. Let's see. QP item validation. QP item. QP item validation. This one. Okay. QP item validation organization. So in the site level, what is there? Vision operations is there. Why these are all vision? Because whenever Oracle will also provide dummy instance, dummy structure, multi-arc structure, dummy multi-arc structure. Okay. You can also use these instances to practice. But again, you should be aware of which are all responsibilities and all. The standard responsibility, whatever is there, right, that you can use. Okay. But those responsibilities will have profile options of this. Okay, fine. Here, just go and select. was expected this. Or an inventory organizations also not showing up here. Or inventory organizations also not showing up here. Okay, just give me a second. Let's take, let's fill. Okay, we have 1 minute. Let's connect again quickly. Let's connect again quickly. These are all not related to us. These are all not related to us. We'll figure it out. What is the issue? Let me, the site level itself, I will do change.